congratulations. If you're here, you've gone on a journey so far. You went through and you kind of looked at yourself. You examined your life as it is today. You looked at what you want to do. You created wants and you made them into goals. And then you took those goals and you broke them down into manageable steps, and you've now taken them and put them into monthly, weekly, and now today you're going to put them into your daily sheets, okay? Now before I go into the daily sheets and what's on it, I just want to say to do the daily sheet the night before is the way to do it. The reason this is, we only have a certain amount of willpower each and every day. It's like a muscle. So by the end of the day, we've usually used up most of our willpower. So it's tougher to go to the gym, or it's tougher to eat right later in the day. So if you write what you're going to do down the next day, the night before, you get to go to sleep knowing that it's not here, it's down on a piece of paper. Then also when you wake up, you read it and you do it. You don't have to use your decision maker and use that willpower. You're just doing it. So you get to save willpower, okay? So that's the reason to write it the night before. Sections. Today. What's today? Is it Monday? Write down Monday, maybe the date. Most excited. What are you most excited about today? Habits and reminders. So we've done the habits and reminders for the month. You kind of created what kind of habits you want to create, ones that you want to get rid of. And then on the weekly ones, it's kind of like, how are you going to do this? We've kind of created, that reminder system. Like, how are you going to remind yourself to do what you're going to do? Now on the daily, you're writing this down every single day, the same thing. You may write for 30 days in a row. You may write the exact same thing. That is fine. The way to create a habit is through repetition. So your goal is to write down the same thing as many times as it needs to become a habit, okay? The next section is today I will mindfully. I talked about how important mindfulness is and how there's 13 weeks of mindfulness within the True Path. Each week I'm going to give you a different subject. The first one's awareness. Write down what you're going to be aware of that day. Is it going to be a conversation? Is it going to be your drive to work? Maybe the next week's breath. What kind? Are you going to do a breathing exercise? Are you going to think about one breath during an emotional sort of time? That's what you write down there when today I will mindfully. The to-dos. Your goal is to clear this section. All right, that's where you write down. You're going to write this over and over, the same things until you do them. So your goal is to clear them. Goals, plan, action. GPA. What are you doing today to get closer to your goals? What are you doing today that's going to keep you on pace for your weekly goal? Okay? And then on the right side, gratitude and mindset. Okay. These are the two sections. Don't write down the night before. Write them down in the morning. So wake up. What are you grateful for? Is it family? Is it friends? Opportunity? A lot of times I write down freedom because I feel I have a lot of freedom in my life, and I really am grateful for that. And then mindset, it's the same thing. So what's your mindset for that day? A lot of times mine's flow. If I'm just in the groove and I want to flow, I'll write down flow. Sometimes it's grind, sometimes it's push. What's your mindset for the day? Win my morning. So the win my morning section is, the concept is if you win your morning, you're going to win your day. So pick out 3 things, 3, 4, 5 things that you're going to do in the morning. Every single morning, you may already do them. But if you do them, you know you've done them and you've accomplished them, and it helps you. There's baby wins. Helps you get larger wins as the day goes on. So the 3 things I do every single morning is I do breathing exercise, I do a reading, and then I stretch. Those are 3 things that I do every day before I do my emails and everything else that I do. And then there's the schedule. So write down your schedule. For me, the way I do it is, I have times down here, 6, 9, 12, 3, I'll write down the time it's up. It's 12:30, I'm, going to yoga or whatever it may be. And then I block it off. I kind of line it and make its own little sections just so I know. So that's the way I do it. Make it your own, okay? And then the next section is notes, ideas, and thoughts. Okay, so this section, you write whatever you want down during the day. Like I'll write, if something comes up to my mind, I'll write it down. That's where I love to write things down. That's what I'll use that for. I'll also use it to expand upon my schedule. If I don't have enough room in my little section, if I have a meeting with somebody, I need to remember something, or something else comes up, I'll write it down and point to it. So I'll just arrow it. So I make it my own. And then there's the review your day in review. So your day in review is simply what you've been doing for the week and the month, but you're doing it for the day. How was your day? And then there's 3 things: food, move, and social. Food, what'd you eat? What'd you put in your body? Because you get out what you put in. Okay? Move. Move is exercise. Like, how much did you move today? Like, did you exercise? Give yourself a score, good or bad or okay, however you want to do it. And then social. Were you around people? What kind of people? We're a product of our environment. So make sure you're aware of that and mark it down. Because that will, all three of these things will contribute to your day score. Okay? And then why was your day that score? And then what'd you learn that day? And finally, the little gray box on the right, that's, you mark that down when you write down the next day. When you do your sheets for the next day. Okay? So that's your automatic reminder for your habits. All right. Thank you. I wish you the best. I'll talk to you soon.